Okay, another experiment using Susan Taylor Brown's idea, which I haven't started yet. Okay, first of all, this is deli wrap. And my friend is an avid deer and woodsy kind of creature. Her home has a name, Hound Cottage, because she's also a dog lover. But anyway, I made these stickers for her, but this is not on sticker paper. I tried with my new Epson tank printer, which is really wonderful in terms of how much I'm able to print without using new cartridge all the time. Anyway, okay, this is printed on deli wrap, so it's paper. The other thing is I made this. I made this fabric. I'm sure this is like a muslin. It might be even a piece of this. I think it was. And I used my Inktense ink splatters and made an interesting looking color. I don't know which side I like best, this side or the other side. One side obviously was laid down and the color picked up from the plastic I had it on. Anyway, so I've been trying to figure out how to use this. All right, so I've got this fabric. Now the video I did before uses Mod Podge. And I'm trying to say, I think I could be more selective instead of coating the entire piece with Mod Podge. And then so everything will stick to it like a full napkin. So if I wanted to do this, I just wanted to see if it would work. So I have Frixion pens. I love these things for many reasons. If you want to make a draft of something or a sketch of something, but you don't want the lines to show when the product is finished, you use a Frixion pen on fabric or on paper. And when you apply heat to it, the line disappears. So that would be after you're finished painting or doing whatever it is you want. So I love these. The only trick is instead of using a top to push it down, it's this. I always realize it's a little different. In order to get the pen to come out, you have to use this thing here, the whole hanger or whatever that thing is called. Anyway, once you figure that out, and in the beginning I had to spend some time doing that. But my idea is I'm going to draw around this image on this fabric and then I'm going to fill it in with Mod Podge. Let it dry on the fabric and then see if that iron treatment will enable me to stick this perfectly to the place I want it on this fabric. So more to come. Okay, I have drawn the outline of this design with the Frixion pen. So now I'm going to, sorry about my hand there, but I'm going to now pause and fill in that area right inside here with Mod Podge. And of course it's going to take some time to dry, and then I'll show the next step or put together two separate videos on this one item. Okay, I cut up, in this case it was a healthcare card, Blue Cross and Blue Shield, and so that it fits right here. And I have spread, I can't do this because I'm holding the camera, the phone. It's on a plastic baggie, so in case it goes through. But anyway, you can see I've got the idea is I use a spreader of some kind. A small paintbrush would work just as well, maybe better. But I'm going to just push it into the fibers a little bit more and then let it dry. Okay, I've got it pretty much covered, and I guess some of it went outside, and I'm not really too concerned about that. Probably could have done a little better job covering right there, but we'll see. Anyway, now letting this dry. Okay, this is now dry, and you can see, oops, I added the heat gun to dry it up a little faster, and the friction has disappeared in that area. However, I'm going to place this here. It really is not going to matter as long as I get it on the glue or Mod Podge. Whoopsie. Let me center this a little bit better. Okay, right there. Now, I'm going to try with my hand to get this, whoops, to get this here and put the, whoops, first I need to, wait a minute. Okay, what I had to do is wait for my iron to get hot. I had not plugged it in. So now, as you can see through this parchment paper, now I don't have the parchment paper underneath because it is fabric, and if it were thin material and I was worrying about it sticking, oh, that's my iron, that's why I use it as a craft iron. That noise when it's ready drives me crazy. So here we go. And pressing it on this wonderful felt mat, which I love. Now you'll see the friction pen will disappear. So we'll see how this works. I have a feeling it's going to work just fine. Now the pen marks, apparently it wasn't hot enough. Now, I think I'm going to turn it over because the parchment, the deli wrap is not heat proof. So let's see, that's the other side. Oops. And yep, the marks are disappearing, although not as, maybe my iron's not quite as hot, but it's disappeared down in here and in here. So, and it's stuck to it just beautifully. Not that I need to have it disappear, because in fact, I might just use another pen and outline it anyway for it to stand out. But it hasn't, which is strange. Oh, I know why. Because it's not friction. The friction on the fabric is gone. But I think this piece, when I either printed it out, but I will tell you, what's wonderful about this is there's no wrinkly mess. The fabric is just as nice as it was before. Well, it wasn't really nice because it's a kind of a rough muslin anyway that has been dyed with my wonderful and most favorite coloring medium, which is Inktense blocks. I can't tell you how much I love those because, you know what, I think I've got this video the wrong way. Yeah, I do. Yep, it's upside down. Anyway, I'll have to try and fix that in the editing. But anyway, this is so amazing. This is stuck to it without putting glue everywhere else or Mod Podge everywhere else. And it is on there really, really well. So this is printed deli wrap, Mod Podged only in the area that I wanted to put my little beautiful stag. Now, because this was not my best print because it got black ink over here, which is not that great. But since this is an experiment, the corners are just lovely. They are so down. I mean, this is just not coming off at all. And the fabric is still not covered by Mod Podge. So, yes, it works beautifully. And I am thrilled. The reason I like Inktense, it is another product that I use for practically everything. I've used it to color UV resin. I've used it on my polymer clay. I've used it on paper. I've used it obviously here on fabrics. And once it dries, it's pretty permanent which doesn't get reactivated with other water-soluble items. And of course, once you iron it, then that really fixes it pretty well. So there I go. I'm going to have to see if I can fix part of this video that I had turned the wrong way. Okay, love this.